For me, it was probably a 6-month period of slow decline. It related to flashbacks from a traumatic incident that we attended at work, which was ultimately the murder of a child, which for anybody would be really difficult to contend and deal with. But for me, I was having vivid flashbacks, I was having nightmares. During the day, I'd find myself sat there, the TV would be on, but I'd just be staring at the wall. I wouldn't be talking to anybody, I'd just be thinking about what had happened. And I felt myself slowly get into a deeper and darker hole. And it got to the point where I felt like the world was passing by above my head. That's where you came in, really, and that's where the conversation started. I knew I needed help, but I didn't know what to do. I was really scared that actually opening up and talking about mental health would mean that I couldn't do my job anymore, which is absolutely not the case. I was scared to open up to my wife, although she's extremely supportive. I was scared that showing a sign of weakness. You know, how can us men be, you know, we're there to support the family, we're there to drive everything forward. How could I be admitting that I've got a problem? So I sent you a text, didn't I, mate? And it kind of developed from there.
Well, eventually you sent him a text.
Well,
Sorry to interrupt.
no problem.
Because you wrote a text, deleted it, wrote it again, deleted it, and it was the third time, I think.
It was scary. It was
and then you shoved your phone under the pillow because you didn't want to know what the response would be.
Absolutely, I was scared. It was a scary thing. I was admitting for the first time to somebody that I had an issue that I needed help with.
And Rich, what was your response?
I'll come round, have a chat, but it was quite a big deal for me to obviously get back to you and think about what I'm going to expect when I get there and what to say to you. So I remember seeing like a difference at work, changing appearance, changing mood. Normally laughing and joking, but you know, you went recluse as well. So I knew something was up anyway because we've been good friends for about 6.5 years now. And to actually go round there, I was quite anxious myself. How do I instigate this conversation? But for me, it was just listen, because I know that my feelings weren't, well, my anxiety was nowhere near as much as Dan would be feeling at that time.
What did you say to him?
I opened up. It was the hardest conversation I've ever had. But as soon as Rich arrived at the door, I felt like the weight of the world had instantly been lifted off my shoulders. The relief I already felt before I'd even started speaking. And the funny thing is, I already knew what I had to do. I just needed somebody to tell me that what I wanted to do was the right thing and to be there to support me.